Hi everyone. We will be talking about one of the project where you can basically get recommendations on the model when you're using Ollama on your local environments. It basically suggests based on the system configuration your system has, and it recommends some models to be the best match that could run without you seeing the slowness. The token counts would be better, and it even gives you like model configurations as well, like what can be changed in order to run. Let's go to the website I have, and so this is a small application. You can like run it on your system before choosing a particular model. What it would do is you define exactly like what kind of RAM you have. The maximum size I given is 64. You may have more, but then you would not be. If you have a 128 GB RAM, then probably you will not be looking for models, which model to choose for. So this is of the constant, like okay, maybe you have some 16 or 32 GB of RAM or 24 GB of RAM with Apple Silicon and 8 to 10 cores or 12 cores system. You're running Mac OS, and probably with your current so if you do not run even anything, the application load is normally 1.5 2 GB. So what the actual environment would be that you are using some editor, some browser, and on top of it maybe something else. So 5 GB is something which is very common, people use it. There's this normal CPU load or normal application load on the system. Then comes the use cases. Use case can be what's the purpose of using that model, or what the purpose which you are trying to solve. It could be like you are basically looking for a coding model which could generate some skeleton, which could generate some code snippet based on the prompt which you give, or it could be a reasoning which basically covers even coding as well. It could be like you're working on some project and you need some deep understanding, deep summarization, means summary basically, and deep logical thinking on some topics basically. Or you can go with a mixed use as well, which would cover your coding, general purpose, and reasoning. General purpose is basically you do not need a model to run. If you are running a model, it's your normal day-to-day queries can be answered easily, but it does not take a lot of you do not need a very heavy model basically when you are going with just the general chat and QA. Then the priority depends on your use case, like how fast you need an answer, how good the quality could be, and based on it, it will like give you some summary here that okay, this is something which you can utilize. And then if you go with the models, it will go and collect the data from the Ollama, and this is the best match for this configuration, where it mentions that it is reasoning, coding, general, and large models. So 70 billion parameters, rival at 14 V4 is it's quite good in terms of usage. Obviously it does not match with the Opus or the new models on the GPT 5.5.5 but it's very good in terms of running it on your local. You don't have to pay anything, and then it suggests also like what other models can be used based on the configuration. It gives you some warning or configuration suggestions that what it can do, whether any configuration changes needs or not. There is one more thing is on the environment variables you can also change. This gives a specific parameter changes, like what can be done through on the Ollama, and then it also gives you some configuration changes on the model file, like you can create from this model you can create a different model with specific parameters. You just have to like put it into a Docker file and run it. It's as simple as that. And like for other model suggestions, it also gives you the same kind of behavior. And yeah, and then fine-tuning references is basically explains what it means. It also has the model library and links to other important references. What it basically does is checks on the Ollama models library and suggest you what can be used based on the system configuration. And I tell you, like, it's really helpful for me in order to run some specific application. If I want to run some specific task, I would go and suggest check for that and use that model. There is one concept of context switching when you are running multiple models. So if you have not enough GPU or not enough memory, so what it does is it keeps everything in CPU, and when the context switch happens, it basically takes time because it has to load the new model and then starts starts answering it. So consider like everything when you are like working with multi-model setups. I think we are done with the setup. Probably go check it out and see if it could help you in any bit. Thank you.